Arise, maidens, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here on this lovely Monday for some Numenera. We're here for the Knights of Truth, and we're here with the wonderful McLoken, the mysterious Mythomatic, the Fragucci Frags. That's what we're going with, and Bob. The end. That being said, guys, if you want to interact with this game specifically, check that donation section down below for the fun things you can interact with this game for. And let's jump right into things. Bob, take us away.
Yeah, when last we met our characters, you guys have set off on an emissary mission. You were heading for Theamore, if I'm correct, right?
I think so. You're in charge of the shit show. You should know.
Yeah, I think it's Theamore.
Yeah,
but it's Osper. That's what I was thinking. You're heading for the capital of Osper.
Will Osprey.
Yeah. Upon entering the airship and setting off in travel, you have come under siege from what appears to be men and women with white skulls painted over their faces. And that is where we're going to pick up today. Two of our heroes are in the third floor of this Hindenburg-like machine. I'm sorry. It is going to be D Nice and who else was there? Scout. Yeah. And then Nell and Jacoby are on the top floor. So let's get into this. So you guys see this all happening. What do you guys do?
Okay, wait. Let's backtrack. I don't remember what happened at the end of last episode.
Okay. You guys came onto the ship. The ship has 3 floors to it. The first floor was for the top floor was for Knights of Truth, or for you guys, different people of the order and dignitaries, people of money, etc. The second floor was a middle class, and the third floor was the economy seats next to the engines and everything else, and the crew themselves.
I think something's wrong with the stream, by the way.
Is it?
I'm in the same position I was when I refreshed.
I think it should be fine. It might just be you.
Okay. So with that being said, it's not fine? No, Frags is saying it's not fine. You want me to pause or?
Yeah.
I think it could be Twitch.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Yeah.
It could be Twitch being Twitch, which is great. It's been my fucking week.
Update your API. Your infrastructure blows.
Maybe my face will get frozen like this.
So we got attacked at the end of last episode?
Yes. So as you guys were taking off, you were about maybe a couple of hours into your journey when these raiders started to appear.
Okay. Wow. I totally don't remember that part.
What was the last thing that happened?
Scouts in the engine room. I think that's the only thing I remember.
No, because what happened was there was like something hit the airship, and we all had to roll to see if we could hold on or stand up straight. So it was them like hitting us, and then as they boarded, that was when.
Correct. You do not know what is hit, and they have not started boarding yet.
Okay,
they haven't started boarding yet.
Could not have started boarding yet.
They could not have started boarding yet.
Correct. Damn it, Frags. Okay, I love you. All right. We good to go?
Aye.
All right. So let's get into this. Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Wait, who? Me and Deneen?
Yeah. Or are the other two upstairs?
Is someone in the engine room?
There are people in the engine room. There's crew. After the shake happened, you guys are like looking around. Everyone's like looking around. Some women are screaming. Children are starting to cry. Some of the crew are just scrambling around at this point.
Are the engine people? So this is what I do on airplanes. When the plane shakes, because I hate flights. When there's like turbulence, I always look for the stewardess to see how they react. I'm going to kind of do the same thing here. I'm going to look at the crew and see how they react to that, because Scout's never flown before.
Yeah, you notice that a couple of them are kind of like looking back and forth, like confused. There seems to be a lot of confusion in this cabin.
Deneen.
Yes?
Something's wrong.
Yes, I noticed that about the entire ship shaking. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
We should go back.
Back to the ground? I agree wholeheartedly.
No, back to the top floor.
Right. Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Then slowly start making our way back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start making your way back up on the top floor. That whole crash just happened to the sway back to left and right. You guys are holding on. What the two of you doing?
I'm probably going to be looking towards Roberto and trying to figure out if he's panicking. If he's not panicking, then we're
Who's
good.
Roberto?
Myth.
Jacoby.
I don't know where I got Roberto from, but okay.
You're looking at me. It's cool. Jacoby, what are you doing?
So I think I remember rolling a 20 or something last
Yep.
time. I don't remember what the major effect was, but yeah. So I guess really what it comes down to is Jacoby was ready for any sort of bump or whatever. Maybe I almost dropped my tablet and it spins in the air and I catch it, and then with that I spin on my heel and I run towards Nell. And I go, something's wrong. This is not good. Actually, I go, that was not turbulence. That's an attack.
Okay. All right. Now what?
Stay calm. We can't have anybody else start to freak out. I start looking around at the passengers and trying to everything's fine. And then I try to look out the window to see if there's anything.
Yeah, good. And as you look out the window, you notice that something on the side of the compartment that you guys are on has latched on to the side, and you start to see a light sparking at the end of it. Immediately, a beam of light rushes towards the platform that is floating along par with this ship, and it connects to it. You notice a couple of people grab some pieces of metal, hook onto it, and then start sliding over. Now they're boarding.
I know, grappling hook. All right, I will. So it's metal cables.
Light cables, literally made of light. Correct, or a beam of energy of some sort. If you'd like to figure out more of it, we can do some rolls.
I would like a mirror now. Okay. They're boarding now. How many hooks or how many?
Right now, you only see one, and it's the window you're looking at. Where we're going to say it's on the starboard side.
Okay, I'm gonna. What's around me, object-wise?
Object-wise, you have various different seats, plates, tables, forks, cutlery.
I'm gonna grab a handful of forks and a plate.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hold it.
It's your shield and your sword, huh?
Yeah. I'm holding the plate with my left hand. Actually, I'm gonna hold the tablet that I have, my iPad, and then I'm just gonna put the plate on top with just a pile of cutlery, and I'm just gonna wait.
Okay.
Weirdest thing, but
you got a bowl on your head?
Not yet.
Okay, understood. Nell, what are you doing?
It's a colander. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at Jacoby. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
We're being boarded.
Are we fighting or are we running?
I'm upholding the truth above all else.
Downstairs.
We are fighting.
Downstairs, just as you guys are making your after the swaying, you start to make your way up the stairs. Just as you come around the curve to go up the second set of stairs to get to the next floor, you see sticking out of the metal's folded and ripped, and you see a piece of almost like a metal spear, and it has 4 hooks lining it and holding on to that side.
Deneen, watch this. And I go up and hit it with my hammer.
Okay, go for it.
All right. What can I roll? Is this just a might roll?
This is going to be a might, or if you want it to be a might roll, this is going to be at a 5.
Okay, hold on. Let me see my skills real quick.
Actually, no, I'm going to say that because it's hooked in by 4 and this is a hefty piece of equipment, I'm going to say this is probably going to be at a 6.
Okay. So this is untrained, right?
Correct. I mean, unless you're trained in it. I don't know.
Trained in hitting?
I don't know. Are you? I don't know. Do you have anything that would account for trained for this?
Might defense. I don't know. No. Okay, let's just do it.
Okay.
Let the money roll. I don't know what I got. Hold on.
You failed.
Okay.
You're slamming into this thing, but it's locked on there. It's solid at this point.
Okay. I then look at Deneen and be like, okay, don't tell anyone about this.
Don't worry, I won't. It never happened.
Also, where is that thing coming from? Like, where is it? Like, so it's coming in, or like, is there a way? Do I know what it is actually?
I don't know. Would you? Honestly, I wouldn't know unless you're character.
It's a light grapple. He's probably seen something like a prototype, but probably this is a more refined.
Yeah, it's also a lot larger too. It's probably about the size of you.
So he's probably like just thinking to himself, it looks like something like a tractor beam, but a grappling hook of some sort. So where is it? Can I climb up anything, or can I see where can I get a view of what's going on?
So you're currently in like a tube that has the set of stairs going up and zigzags up through each floor. Then you have to open up a door at each floor to go into that floor. So I'm going to say no, you can't see anything particularly from your here. Unless you perhaps bend back the metal a little bit more or something of that nature to try to stick your head through to take a look.
You know what? I'm going to try to do that. I'm still going to try to get this grappling hook out of here.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a might check 6 to try to bend the metal. D-Nice, are you helping him in any way?
No. Am I just doing terrible?
I don't know. What'd you roll?
6 is 12? Yeah. I have to roll a 12 or better?
No, it's times 3, so 18.
Oh, 18. Jesus. Okay. I'm not even close.
Yeah. Yeah, this is rough just because of the metal's thick, right? This isn't sheet metal.
Wait. Can I use my crowbar?
That would reduce it.
Okay, I want to use my crowbar.
Okay, that'll reduce it by 1.
All right.
I'll let you get a second roll because you didn't think of that before.
Yeah, I forgot that I had a crowbar.
Yeah, normally I don't let people continuously roll for something, but we'll give this a shot. Nope, you still fail.
Okay.
It doesn't look like you dropped the difficulty.
I did. And no, did it not go down?
I mean, you still got a 10.
I wouldn't have passed.
It still would have been a 15.
Yeah. At this point,
or not 15, you know. No, 15, yeah.
Yeah, 15. I would be like, okay, look at Deneen and be like, I think we need to get upstairs now. And I'd be like,
oh, that's where we're going already. Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right. Oh, okay.
Where's your head at, Deneen?
I'm sorry, I'm not used to being attacked. I don't know. Crashed? I've never been in an airship before.
First floor. As you guys clear a desert canyon, a desert mountain, we'll call it, like a shape of rocks, you notice another platform just kind of scoots up, and you see this guy who's lugging this giant thing on his shoulder, and he's waving back and forth, and then you just see him go beep, and as he slaps onto a button, an explosion launches him back, and you see another one of these things fly out towards the ship.
Is it going to hit?
You don't see this, but yes, it looks like it might.
I don't know if I have anything that really would deter that. Hold on. Let me look at my real quick.
This was for the top floor because they have the window.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
you're good. You're good.
Okay. You said first floor, and that's where I thought I was going. Okay.
Yeah, you're on your way. This is happening as you're moving up, right? First floor. Nell and Jacoby. What do you guys do?
So the guy walked up onto the ledge and has something in his hand, and then
He's on that floating platform that seems to be keeping up with the ship, and he's got this giant, almost like a rocket launcher on his shoulder, and he's aiming it at the ship. Do you want to do something before he actually shoots it? I'll retcon a little bit.
I'll wait. And I put the plate down. I actually like lower my iPad, it's still in my hand, and the plate clatters to the floor. And then I focus on the guy with the rocket launcher. Are we still moving at like super crazy fast speed right now?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have like some sort of mechanical boots or magnetic boots, I can only assume, or like clawed boots? Okay.
Probably something of that nature.
All right, cool. All right, I'll wait and focus.
Okay, so you're focusing. He goes and slaps the button, and the whatever that is, that grapple in the front, launches out towards the compartment.
Could I try to push that and deflect it back at him?
Yeah, this is going to be tough, though. This is a really heavy piece of equipment that's moving quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to say this is a 6 as well.
Can I assist?
How?
I also have push.
Oh, sweet.
Get the hell out of here. Let me find out.
I got it at tier 2.
Oh, nice.
Wait, like nano push? Because that's what he's doing.
No, it's just push. I can push a creature, an object, an immediate distance in any direction you wish.
Yeah.
I think that's like a physical push, though.
Why would that be a move?
I guess
Direction you wish. Yeah, no, it's the same one. Is it a size smaller and must be?
yeah, it says smaller or equal to.
And it should cost you like an intellect point to use it.
What are you?
It costs me 2 intellect points. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your brain.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. Okay, so if it's costing intellect, then it's definitely with your mind. Yeah, go ahead. Add to it.
All right, cool.
But take away your 2 intellect points to do this.
Right. Yep. Thank you.
Oh no, I was talking to Nell too.
Yeah.
This is rough because I'm losing intellect pretty quick.
So this will drop it down to a 5.
Yes, this is a 5. I am skilled in. Well, I held my action. So is there any way I could?
Yeah, because you timed this. I'll give you a drop down for timing.
Right, cool.
So 4.
The 4. So I need to get a 12. That's not bad. And I'm gonna actually add. I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna bump it. Use some edge, right? No, use what is it called? Using a.
Do you have edge? Edge will drop it as well.
I have edge in it, but what is it called?
Effort.
Effort.
Yeah, I'm gonna use effort. So that gives me intellect 5. So I've actually spent a shit ton. I'm actually not doing that great. And yeah, so that's now. What is that? That's a 6. No, a 9. I have to get above a 9.
Before you do this,
Yeah.
I'm going to jam intrude here. Do you accept it? You have to hear what it is before. Do you have to hear what it is before? Okay. You notice there seems to be a figure that kind of seems to be focusing on you from on the platform that is already connected.
I'm focusing on this, so yeah, I'm not gonna focus on whoever that is.
Okay. So do you want
the XP? Yeah. Or I'm gonna
give me it back. All right. So give the XP to someone else though.
Oh, Nell, because he's helping me out, and then I will roll.
Yeah, go for it.
As I'm spending a lot here, so hopefully this is successful. Nice.
Don't forget to apply the cost.
Apply the cost? Oh, I don't think I did.
That's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you succeed. As soon as this thing launches and removes itself from the launcher, it flies out maybe about 20 feet, and then immediately you see it start to go faster, then slows, and then out of nowhere just starts reversing back as you and Nell are just focusing and putting your hands up.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to like push it, and then Nell just goes, and then
exactly.
Yeah, launches.
And then it kind of just starts spinning and then slams into the platform. The platform starts spinning, and you notice these people fall off, but they seem to be attached by some type of rope to a bar, and they're just kind of dangling and they're whipping around as it collides into the rocks below, and you can see a small explosion from down there.
Sweet. So it's like a tragic ending to Alicia Silverstone in the Aerosmith music video. where she jumps off and has the harness. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I will. I guess I look back and at Nell, and we look at each other and we nod. Very very hokey.
However, just out of your view, from the platform that's already connected, you see a few people, or not out of your view, but they just slide out of your view. You see a few people have already slid down onto this, which brings me to the next floor. You guys make it to the second floor, and as you look around, you can see people pushing in a door, and they seem to have some type of weapons in their hands as they're running towards people.
Do they look like not normal people? Like
they appear to have upgrades. You see metal sticking out of their back. One of them has a glove that seems to have rockets coming off the back of it. You also notice one of them with a machete that seems to shimmer, almost as if there's a field around it.
Okay, so Scout, being the crazy asshole that he is, goes, "Mine!" and then runs forward, the man with the machete, and then goes to hit him with this maul.
Okay. I want to GM intrude here.
Okay.
You notice there seems to be a robed figure that steps in just behind them. They put their hand up towards you. Do you want to accept this GM intrusion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Give an XP to someone else.
Deneen, since he's focused on other things.
Okay, cool. This person comes in. You can go ahead with this attack, but if you do, you notice that this hooded person is holding their hand up towards you.
I imagine they're doing something like what Jacoby did.
You imagine that you get the sense you've seen this motion before.
Okay, cool. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna still attack that guy because I imagine I was already like in mid attack, going mine, and then he saw the guy. So I want to make the attack, and then defend against whatever he's gonna do against me.
Okay, go for the roll.
So the attack. What's the difficulty?
I'm sorry. This is going to be a difficulty 5.
To attack him?
Correct.
All right. Ha! God damn, dude. One off.
You go to attack, but you notice the glove just kind of, and then he slams and hits you right in your gut. Now it doesn't actually deal the damage because you kind of hit back or move your body backwards, but it does lessen the blow that you're about to do, and he kind of dodges past that.
Okay. And then the gloved man, what is he doing?
He's right in front of you. He's getting ready to engage you.
Okay. I'm going to prepare my intellect defense.
Okay. Well, do you get one? You get one action, right?
Well, it's a defense, right? So it's like if someone attacks me, like I'm just saying, like I'm like.
You notice that as this hooded, robed figure, even though they're hooded and robed, there's something covering over their face, similar to what you have. Their eyes are also covered as well, but underneath it, you do see what appears to be red skin on the forehead. That is the only thing that sticks out to you. The gloved hand comes up and they touch the side of their head. Immediately as they do, that rocket punch that goes to the left whirls backwards towards your face.
Okay. So would this be an intellect or a might defense?
This is going to be I mean, he's throwing something at you. What do you guys think? He's using mental power to throw something. I think this is a might.
It depends on how are you dodging it or are you just taking it on the chest?
Yeah.
I'm probably going like I normally do.
Probably might then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. What's the difficulty on this?
This is going to be difficulty 4 defense.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 5. I said 5 before.
Okay. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, this thing immediately slams into the side of you, dealing 1 seconds. Dealing 4 points of damage.
Okay. As I imagine I like get up, hit up against the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Deneen!
isn't my forte. I can't just talk him down. He's trying to stab you. I can't talk down blades. Is there just one guy, Bob?
There's two. And then there's the hooded figure.
Yeah, two.
There's two and a hooded figure. What are the hooded figures doing?
He just took the person's rocket attack that missed, and then completely used that person's arm to swing it back with his mental powers at Scout.
Okay. We're on what floor of the airship are we on?
Second.
What does it look like?
So the floor of this is not as nice as the first floor, obviously, and way better than the third floor. You notice that there are seats. However, most of them just appear to be bolted stools, and there's metal tables that kind of line up. There's metal trays, almost similar to military style, on the tables themselves, and there's no decoration, unlike the first floor. There's no lavish to it.
Okay. Are there like pipes or wires or... Okay, cool. I, unable to assist in combat because of my tiny, frail body, I reach out and grab onto one of these pipes that I can tell has, like, carries energy, right? Something that has, like, wires. Yeah. I'm going to reach out onto that, and my intent is to use my new ability called Coaxing Power. This reads, you boost the power or function of a machine, being the airship, so that it operates at one level higher than normal for 1 hour. I'm going to put some oomph into this and use this ability and try to overclock the engine of this Numenera flying machine, thus knocking these guys on their ass. So I grab onto this bar, I look back to Scout and say, hold on to something! And I am going to overcharge the ship.
Yeah, so go ahead and make me a difficulty 5 check.
Okay, cool. So difficulty 5, I am going to use... let's see here. I'm going to spend my 2 points for using this ability because it costs 2 points. I am trained in... I have machine affinity, so I'm trained in all things machine.
Okay, so -1.
So -1 for that. Let's see here. I am trained... So -1. I am going to spend a level of effort. So I'm going to drop down my intellect by 3 more points. And does using this ability give me anything?
Does it?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
I think you're just causing the effect. The ability causes the effect, no?
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Cool, so this would be a 4 with 1 effort, so it makes it a 3. So let's give this the old heave-ho. And I'm going to spend an experience. And I'm going to roll like fucking Scout today.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have 2 experience. I'm going to spend 1 more. Fuck it.
Okay.
This is my life now. Yeah, suck it! 18!
Okay. So I need everyone who's on the ship to make me a speed check for falling.
Does that include myself and Scout who are holding on to things?
I'm going to say... I don't know if Scout's holding on to anything. He was kind of blasting.
He yelled at me.
I did yell back to hold on to them.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a -1 on this for preparedness.
What's the
What's the difficulty?
This is going to be a speed, right? You're going to try to not fall over.
Yeah, but what's the number?
Tumble. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be a difficulty 5 as well.
Okay, so a 4 for me then.
Wow, everything's a 5 today.
I rolled a 19.
You guys are tier 2.
I didn't add anything to it, but...
Okay. Myth, what'd you get?
I didn't roll.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I succeeded at something.
Hey.
What happened?
We just need Myth.
What happened?
With what?
What am I rolling for? Sorry, I was distracted. I'm trying to figure out.
He grabbed onto the ship and used his newfound ability to resource the power and increase its effort point, or increase its level point by 1, which therefore caused the ship to lurch forward at faster speeds, launching everyone backwards or forward.
Oh, so we're doing a speed test?
Yeah.
What difficulty?
I think I said 5, right? Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll it naked roll. Here we go.
You're not trained in speed
I don't.
or effort.
I'm not gonna do that. I have I've spent so much stuff. I'd rather just fall.
Okay. I feel you.
I'd rather just do that at this point. because I have, I have 3 speed and 5 intellect right now, and so it's not so great.
Did you rest? Put everything back after you rested?
When did we rest?
Right before the stream.
Right before the stream.
Yeah.
Before this encounter. So you should have full values minus whatever you spent just today.
-1 in intellect point. So the entire ship lurches backwards as this thing starts to take forward. The blurred lines that were blurred before are now literally motion. All you can see is color at this point. In fact, it kind of looks like the platform is being dragged.
We're going plaid.
The 2 people that are the 3 people on the ship also get knocked backwards, and they're now against the wall for a moment. They take, after a couple seconds, they start to stand back up again. However, Denice and Scout, you guys are okay. While this is happening, though, you hear burn, 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 coming from the you guys hear that on the first floor. I like my sound effects. I see you like your frags. It was on point, right?
Am I familiar with that noise?
If you ever been on an airship?
No. So,
is there a computer terminal nearby?
There is a computer terminal nearby. There's one on every floor.
Cool. So looking at the 3 guys who I assume ate shit and are on their back on the floor right now, Deneen looks quickly over to Scout and says, "Handle them!" And he runs over to the computer terminal and.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that noise is.
So it takes you only a few moments. As soon as you run up to the screen, you see invaders.
I already knew this. And he slams the keyboard back. I assume there's a keyboard that just comes out and throws it back in. That's it.
Yep.
That's all he does.
Okay.
Because we're being boarded.
You guys would hear that as well from on the top floor.
Okay. We hear the wham, wham, wham.
Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm going to run down to where they come from.
You're going to run over to the computer, or you're going to run over to down to the second floor?
Down to the second floor. Are they around us, or do I hear it from downstairs, like muffled?
You hear it on, there's speakers on every floor.
Oh, okay. I don't know if. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I don't know if I can like plug into anything to be like, what's happening with that? I can't use any sort of diagnostic I can't run a diagnostic for the ship, so I don't really know. I will try to find the other 2.
Okay. Nell, what are you doing?
I'll be following. I'll be following him. Nell is a natural born follower, so he's gonna follow Jacoby and kind of watch out for gunfire and flying magical fists.
Okay, cool. So you guys run down to the second floor, and looking around, you guys see the scene unfold before you. You see 3 baddies pretty much on the floor. A whole bunch of civilians just have their heads covered, and you see Scout pulling himself off the wall. I'm assuming. Scout, what are you doing?
So I have a device, and I need to read it here, that I want to use.
We're doing sides, by the way, and I rolled for them, and they rolled really, really low for their side, so you guys just get first side.
Okay. I want to do something and be out of range. So, oh, damn it. It takes 2 rounds to activate. Damn it. I can't do it. Never mind. No, that ruined my plan. So what I'm going to do is jump on the psychic one, and jump off the wall with my maul and start bringing it on top of him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a D5 check.
A D5?
Mm-hmm.
5.
No. I'm sorry. Difficulty 5.
Oh, okay. God damn it.
D5.
I was like, wait, what?
Here's a D5.
I got a 5.
So it's a 5-sided dice.
Are you fucking Christ?
Oh, looks like a pentagram. No, it wouldn't.
No.
I'm gonna spend an XP and try.
Okay.
mean, I'll look that shit up.
Huh? Are you fucking kidding? There's still a 5? Ah, God damn it.
Pentahedron? Would that be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Icahedron, right?
I don't do anything.
Something like that. Okay. Well, you do that.
It's a
It just
D4 with a square on the other side.
Yeah. So with that being said, go ahead. As soon as this happens, you go to blast down, but they put their hand up and your maul comes in contact with something, but it's just a flash of blue light that kind of domes around them and then launches back, and you have to hold on to it tight as they stand up. You see the person in the back, Jacoby, you see this hooded person for the first time since you've gone to this floor, and this looks very familiar to you, this person. You see them go, and both of the two men just get up, and they kind of just start running forward at you guys.
At both of us. Should we roll initiative?
Oh, no, at the thing. You guys have already won initiative. We're doing sides. Yeah. They rolled away too. I rolled a 3 on initiative on the die. So unless you guys can get lower than that, which I doubt. So.
Oh, I can. Never mind. I just realized that I did rest. Okay. And they're coming at us?
They're coming at all of you guys. All 4 of you guys are now there, and everyone else seems to be on the floor.
Yay.
Yay. All right. I'm gonna put my the tablet into like the glass tablet into my messenger bag, and then with my right arm I just flick it, and then you see this like a 2-foot wrist blade just locks into place, and then I just stand in a very anime-esque battle stance.
Would you say it was like Wraith?
I would.
Sorry, I thought that was funny.
And then I've got my fully Etsy knitted cardigan hood up and over my head like a badass.
Okay.
Except for I bought it on Etsy.
Hipster badass. I like it. Okay. Nell, what are you doing?
Upon seeing this and these crazy people, Nell's gonna pull his coat aside and pull out his Vered.
What is it?
Vered. It's the it's got 2 blades, kind of like a forked blade.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna get in a baseball stance, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna ready a little bit of an attack for when they get close.
Okay, cool. So D Nice, your last go before their turn.
Are they still on the ground?
No, they got up. She picked them up. That was what happened. She stood up after Scout's attack. So now Scout's on her in the middle, and the 2 other ones are running towards you guys.
Okay. Cool. So, Deneen reaches down into like the small of his back, where one of his many folds of scarves are, and he pulls out something that looks like just like a small, like, I don't know, 2-inch piece of metal, and he like squeezes it, and it's like, and it becomes this ring, like a Xena ring, and I get ready to throw that at them. So I'm gonna hit them with.
Where did you pull that from? Scarf?
The small of my back. One of my scarves. I have like you know waist scarves.
Oh, you have a tramp stamp blade.
Yeah. My tramp stamp.
Tramp blade.
Yeah. You can't sashay and have a blade in the front. It takes away from the natural dynamic lighting.
Hips.
And it hurts your hips for sure. Absolutely. So yeah, he's gonna throw his sisk at her.
Okay, sisk it up.
I'm gonna sisk it up. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Sisk it real good.
One of these pictures, but a Vered is not an actual image. How do you spell this?
It's a made up thing for Numenera.
Balls.
It's in the core book under weapons. There's an actual picture of it on the core book under weapons. What's the difficulty for these people?
5.
5, you say? Okay, so difficulty 5. I am untrained, so I roll nothing, and I'm going to slap this person with this weapon.
So this is more like a boomerang, right?
Yeah, it's the Xena warrior princess.
Yeah.
I fail.
Okay, I'm gonna. You didn't fail by 1, right? So I don't get a move.
No, I failed by a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but not a 1.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, you throw it, but they're kind of like all over the place, and they look like they're just going mad at this point. Okay, so it's their turn. The one with the force field machete starts running towards you, and he's kind of just wiggling all over the place, and his body is just being propelled forward, and you can't really tell if he's walking or if he's being dragged forward towards you. But either way, as he gets close to you and like lightning fast speed, he goes to make an attack against you. You see the machete come over the top, and it kind of comes in like blinding speed. So go ahead and make your check. It's a 5. These guys are 5s.
Who is this?
Oh, Denise. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm super far away. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I said. Oh, yeah. He ran up really quickly.
Gotcha. Sorry, my bad. I thought you said someone else because I was so far away. This is the speed defense level 5. I don't have anything good here. Cool. Speed. Nope, he hits me.
He hits you for 2 points.
2 points of might damage. Taking it. Got it.
Okay. The one with the glove is running up to you, Nell, and you notice that his hand kind of comes around, and as soon as it does, the rockets at the end of the glove just start and sparking, and then a blast of energy comes off the back of him as it rockets towards your face.
Nell is going to he's gonna try to dodge out of the way and kind of, okay. I mean, obviously you said it was energy, so he's not gonna be able to.
So give me a speed defense.
All right. Well,
no, you won. It was against a 5.
Yeah.
You managed to just get out of the way, so much so. Do you have facial hair on your face?
No. Well, okay. I mean, he does kind of have just a little bit of mustache.
Okay, on the side of your face, any rough that you had from not shaving today, kind of starts to smell a little bit of burnt hair as the rocket just rips past your face, and he kind of starts spinning in a circle as it's lit up, and he's just going around in a circle. And after a couple seconds, he stops, dizzy and shaken. He now has the shaken effect. All right, at this point, the hooded figure kind of looks at you and then puts both of their hands to the side, and you notice some things start to float up, and then it whips their arm towards you. A couple pieces of metal shrapnel starts flying towards you, Scout.
Okay. Let me do my defense. Oh, God damn it. Might defense, I defend the mighty. Might defense. Come on, bitch. Great.
Yes.
You did it.
At least you're succeeding the defense rolls, right?
Yeah.
I
got one here. Well, the other thing, I have 2 action recoveries.
Okay. So what does this look like? How are you dodging this?
He's taking a small, and he's like hitting the fucking things out of the air.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and both of them get launched to the side, left and right. One of them kind of lands right into one of the metal tables, and the guy who's standing underneath it sees it jolt down. It's completely shaken, but it's your guys' turn.
Why are you still here? And then as he's like hitting that and it hits him, he's gonna launch himself at the dumb shit cloaked man and go in for another attack.
Dumb shit cloaked man.
Yeah.
Dumb shit
cloaked man. And also I'm trained with fighting with light and medium weapons. So
okay. Yep, that automatically drops it by 1.
Yeah. I did not know that before. It doesn't matter though.
Yeah, it does not. You go to swing the maul, but they kind of just use their left hand and throw a bit of energy right in front of them. Just as you hit, they kind of draw right in front of it, and you smack into a field, and they kind of whip back around.
Can I make a perception roll on this thing?
If there was a perception check, yes.
I do have a perception check.
I'm just joking. You want to make an intelligence roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you trying to figure out?
If they're alien. You said something about red skin earlier, and I'm trying to see if I can see any like Xenos markings, or not alien, but a demi-human or whatever.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's the difficulty?
For this, you're up in their face and they're pretty covered. So up in their face would have dropped it by 1, but since they're pretty covered and you can only see the forehead, I'm going to say that it raises it up a 1. So there's going to be a difficulty 4.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't appear to be human. You believe that there's some type of item on them that is cloaking their body, or is having some type of effect period on their body, whether it's dyeing their skin or having a mutation or something of that effect is happening to them.
Something like, so there's a Numenera on him somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I find that Numenera at my next turn?
While you're thinking this, I'm going to make a GM intrusion.
Okay.
It looks like they're reaching into their pocket to grab something. Are you allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see what it is.
Okay, so give it XP out.
Jacoby.
Okay. Jacoby gets an XP. They immediately touch something on their side, and their body disappears from where they are, and they appear back at the hole, just standing in front of it in defensive position.
So they're away from him, but by the hole.
Yeah, they blinked away.
Oh. I was like, oh, Tanin, he teleported.
I saw that.
I want it.
We'll take it from him. Of his corpse, I would imagine.
All right, next up. Someone on your guys' side.
Did all of them teleport away?
No, just him.
Okay.
Or them.
I would like to attempt to do two things. One is to slap and make the noise at the person in front of me. And
okay.
the second is the second is, do I know what can I give you like a knowledge roll to see what kind of people may have, like I'm thinking the same thing Scout was thinking, this red face, and we can see a little bit of the red face. What kind of people have a red face?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to give you the same information that you gave him, right? Like, this isn't like a race. This is like something is affecting them.
Right. So, okay. So I'm trying to say what kind of people, a race, a faction, a whatever, might have a red face. Do I know anything about that? If no, then no. That's totally fine.
Go ahead and make me a knowledge check, just a straight intelligence. Difficulty. The better you do, the more information I'll give you. If you can get above a 6 or above a 5, I'll give you it all.
Let me slap this guy first.
Did O say information for it to be like painted face, or is it like
all you guys see is a forehead. Everything else is covered.
That was an
Jacoby?
roll. That was my bad. Hold on, that was an intellect roll. I'm dumb.
This hooded figure is wearing the exact same hood, the exact same boots, leggings, everything that the person was that you've seen before.
And
crawled up the building.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said intellect roll. What's the difficulty for the intellect roll?
What did you get?
What's the difficulty?
There's no difficulty. We have as much as you get as much information you get.
Okay, cool. So I'll put a 0 there.
5 being the max.
Yeah. A 12.
Okay, so difficulty 4. You have heard of people who collect ciphers having adverse effects on the body and on them.
Okay, cool. And I also go, and slap the one in front of me across the face with my ring blade, and they take 2 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, and immediately they're just, what? You notice a little bit of blood coming off of them. Yeah. However,
ouch. As
you hit it, you realize that it was incredibly hard. There was something to that. In fact, you heard a resounding ting.
Yeah, so he does the and then they're armored. Ow, son of a, that hurt so bad. The whole face hurt. It hurt my hand so badly. Someone please help me. That's it.
All right,
that's the other action.
Yep.
What's the
you guys got 2 more left.
Yeah, could I get a quick recap of the scene?
So before you unfolding, Scout went to go attack this hooded figure. They threw some shrapnel at him. As he was running, he knocked them both out of the way, came up, did an overhand with the maul. They whooshed a hand in front of him, which slammed into energy, which is a nanite ability. Swirled and pressed a button on their belt, which made them blink away back to the opening. The 2 other ones are running up. One ran up to Denise, and then went to go hit him with the machete. He dodged out of the way, I believe. or no, you took damage.
What's the opening?
The opening is a hole that was made from the yeah.
Okay. And how many are in here?
3 altogether. 2 of these crazy creatures that she seems to have some effect over, and herself or him.
Oh, now we know it's her. All right.
I said him before.
Damn it. Who's near me? Is there anyone near me within like short range to me?
Aside from civilians who are crouched on tables and things of that nature.
Yeah. Aside from that.
Nell is, and D Nice is maybe about 10 feet to your right and back a little bit, being attacked by one of these things.
Okay, I'll charge.
Which one?
I'm going to charge the closest one to me.
Okay. I would say you get to choose between the one that's attacking Nell with the glove or the one attacking Denise with the machete. Damn, I said it right. Denise.
Denise. I will. Actually, I'm going to help Deneen. I'll go and attack that. So it's a speed, right? Speed attack.
Sure. It's whatever you want it to be, I guess.
What's the difficulty here?
5. These guys are 5s.
Golly. I will use effort. It's a lot of effort. Cool. And I'm going to use... I don't think I have anything I can do here. Wait.
I'm waiting. Been waiting.
Hold on. Are they all close together?
No. One is on D9, one is on Nell, and one is... are these 2 close together, D9 and the creature?
Yeah.
Yes. They're engaged
they're not close to each other. There's no grouping right now.
No.
Poops.
No enemy grouping.
What about the one... Is there anybody by themselves?
I guess the furthest one from someone would be the hooded creature.
And the one big guy, right, is at the hole in the building. A hole in the
that's why I said the hooded.
Yeah. I will sprint, or maybe sprint towards like maybe short range between he and I, and then wow, this is so silly, and that's why I love it. It's a cipher that's a detonation cipher, but it's thrown at short range, so you have to be close to throw it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my cipher, my second cipher, and I take out a oh wait, hold on, it says explosive device or a handheld projector, long range, or it's explosive device and it's thrown at short. Yeah, so I reach into my newsboy bag or whatever, my messenger bag, and I grab a what looks like to be this a thick disc with like triggers and buttons on the side with like with some LEDs as well, maybe like a gray blue color, maybe like about the size of like a tape measure, and I flick one of the triggers on it, and then I slide it across the what would be a floor, whatever material it is, towards the guy near the hull hole, and then I go ahead and activate it or wait for it to activate. Up to you.
Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be like a grenade. You just press a button, it's a detonator, throw it. Okay. I feel like I can't let you use a detonator on a airship without intruding.
Of course, yeah.
Right. I feel like that's just necessary, right? This is a given one. So I'm going to intrude here. One of the little girls that are hiding underneath the table, her pet Wiggler gets out and starts running towards the open hole out of fear. She sees this and then starts to scurry away, and her mom grabs onto her, but she kind of slips away. She's running past Scout at this point. Give your XP out if you take this. She's chasing after the Wiggler, who's now running towards the open hole.
Which is where the grenade just slid.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm trying to get you to use intel points on this one. That's my effect there.
Yeah.
I know you can stop this, but or you can fix this, but I'm trying to. If this was Dungeon World, I'd be like, I would be using the move use resource at this point.
Right. I mean, I'll use intel. I mean, I don't mind doing that, but I'm worried. So I threw it. She's running. I can't stop her. Oh, wait, I can. I will. Could I react to push her?
Yeah.
I slide. She starts running, and I just want to force push her against the wall.
100%.
Probably hurt her, but I want to actually try to just stop her from getting near the explosion.
I'm going to say that you are going to get a surprise.
Attack on the girl. Perfect.
No. You're going to get a surprise -1 difficulty for this one. It's going to be a difficulty 5. Okay. Because you just threw something and then you're just, oh, shit. You're going to get a surprise -1 that'll play out in the fiction.
Is anyone going to save the pet?
No one cares about a wiggler.
You don't name him Wiggler. Be like, oh, her pet Wiggler.
No, that's the species.
It is a Wiggler.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a Wiggler. I thought you named it Wiggler, and I was like, why are you putting that evil on us, man?
But to be fair, Scout, the Wiggler is running towards you. If you want to rescue it, you could.
Yeah.
I want to rescue it.
You'll be in blast range.
I will take the damage from it.
Scout's impervious to all damage. Haven't you seen him before?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him in combat? He's actually immune to grenades.
He's immune to all damage.
See,
I have a -1, so it's a 6, or a -1, so it's a 4?
-1, so it's a 4.
Okay, cool. Extra step full cost. Bonus asset. No. Sweet.
You succeed?
Made it. I did.
Yeah, you go to push the girl, but your hand is not moving fast enough. And just as the energy starts to burst out, the hooded figure does the exact same thing towards the girl, pushing her backwards as well. Scout, give me the speed check to stop the Wiggler.
Just stop the Wiggler. That's a fucking... That's a Numenera sentence if I ever heard one. Give me a speed check to stop the Wiggler.
Can I use jumping to jump in its way? And,
yeah.
Okay. I'm trained in jumping.
Keep in mind, though, you're going to take damage from this when Jacoby rolls it. Okay.
Right. There's an explosive.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
The Wiggler, I'm going to say it's a difficulty 4.
It's a level 7 explosive.
This is taking out like a quarter of this cabin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend an XP and do that again. I'm saving this goddamn thing.
Even if he dies, he's saving the Wiggler.
Yeah, that we did. I did it.
Okay, you managed to dive on the ground and kind of curl onto the Wiggler, but you slide just into the range of the detonation.
The Wiggler.
The hooded
pillar.
Yeah.
If I want to point one thing out, all right, the Wiggler, like there was the little girl, and Scout saw both of them, but he went to go save the Wiggler.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. So at this point, you slide in and you notice that the hooded figure, both of you guys notice, or anyone looking at this, notice that the hooded figure also walked into the explosion just to get in view to throw the girl backwards as well. Roll the damage.
I did see that. It doesn't have any. Wait. Never mind. It's a D6 plus 4. Oh, God. Oh, that's the level.
I think it does its level and damage, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so it just does 7.
7 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the radius of the explosion?
Short range. So it's like a tracer.
Yeah. So the boom happens and the hooded figure like literally ragdolls and gets thrown out. I'm sorry, say again?
No, I was just... Never mind.
Oh, okay. The hooded figure gets thrown out, and you see just very faintly they kind of turn and press a button, and just as they get out of the hole, they disappear. As soon as they're a few distance away, the men that have been attacking you just start sparking and falling to the ground.
Oh.
This person turned like a very reminiscent turn and pressed a button and they phased away.
Correct.
And then the people who were attacking us just sparked and fell over.
Correct. However, the explosion itself, you don't have time to worry about that. The explosion itself has taken out a quarter of this. The air pressure that has been having in this cabin is now fading, and you see the Hindenburg now starting to...
The Numenberg.
the Numenberg now starting to slowly come towards the, or I say slowly, I mean, it's losing altitude slowly. It's moving incredibly fast.
Right.
What do you guys do?
How many people are on this?
Your guess probably has 75.
Well, I just got blown up with a grenade.
Yeah, you took 7 points of damage, Scout.
I did. I marked it down.
Okay. Are you alive?
Yeah.
Like by a lot?
By 6.
So I took more than half your HP.
Well, I was at 13.
Okay.
And then because I have 17. So I got hit with the rocket punch.
Okay.
And then I took the grenade blast. I now want to use one of my recovery points. Because like as like Scout gets back up, like his like back is like I don't know what kind of grenade it was. Like if there's shrapnel inside of him or anything like that.
I'm going to say it's actual explosion.
Oh, like it was all burnt. So his back is all burnt and all that kind of stuff. And Proximas have like a regenerative. That's why they get the 2 actions for healing. So they like I'm going to spend one of those to heal up. How does that work?
So let's just do the fiction real quick. So
okay.
After this explosion, everyone's like looking over now. People are screaming, people are covering their ears, everything's deafening. And all they see is just a smoking body start to rise up. And then they turn around and there's just a wiggler in its hand. Right? That's what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm like, I went there.
Like any scene where fucking Wolverine gets exploded and he rises and just the smoke is rising up his healing body. Gross. Awesome.
And he's like hello.
Yeah, completely unfazed by the smell of melting crotch.
Hello, little wiggler. And
so I think you can just
flame on his shoulder. Just
if I'm not mistaken, this is just a heal. So I think you are recovery.
It's a D6. Yeah, so if you spend an action, it's a D6 and you can apply it to any one of your pools.
Correct.
Okay.
In any night. Do like 2 here, 3 there.
Oh, really? You could split it up?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I'm back up at 10 right now. And so I then I don't know if we're gonna do any more fighting this round, but so at this point, like Scout would like look at the little girl, and be like, "You need to take better care of him."
That's who he scolds.
She kind of just grabs it, cries, and runs back to her mom.
Okay, we need to do something.
Ass kicked.
About the child and her. We need to do something about the kid and her faulty pet caring. How big of a hole is now in the side of this Numenberg?
In the Numenberg is probably the size of the wall behind you.
Like,
could you give us a reference?
That was my reference. I don't know
my
why I
wall
said
is
it.
12 by 10.
I'm gonna say it's more like a 10 by 10 hole. Like people are holding on to things because wind of the speed is starting to suck air out.
So a table's not going to block that hole. Got it.
Correct. And the tables are also bolted down anyway.
Well, not with Scout here, they're not.
I want to cast Spare the Flying.
Spare the Flying.
Okay, so at this point, I would just have people getting into. Is this a compartmentalized aircraft? Like, so if we were to like on a Navy ship, like if you shut down like close off certain areas of the ship, essentially it could take on water and still float because it's only sectioned off. Is this kind of the same thing?
No.
This is terrible design. So
you guess whoever they found this and revitalized this, whatever species, probably didn't have war.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
How did they get in here? Via skiff? Different skiff? The same skiff?
The skiff that is now being dragged behind this ship. You also notice the same effect of the people just swirling around. The grappling hook is still, it's still connected to this. It's just being dragged because of the speed that D9.
Help me out! And I try to like make my way towards the door to get. I'm gonna go try to grab that grappling hook and try to pull it.
Holy shit, that's heavy.
Yeah, I know. I need more
I'll
people.
help him.
Oh man. Okay. This is gonna be a difficulty 7.
Yeah.
We're not talking like no small little personal. We're talking a giant floating ledge.
Yeah,
Think of
that's being like it's being flapped around in the air.
yeah. I'm thinking in Star Wars when they were delivering Luke towards the Dune monster's hole. I'm thinking that platform. Yeah.
So like that.
Is
Yes,
it so this just so I can be clear, so a harpoon has come out and into the side of the thing, and it is tethering this other skiff to it. Now, is this harpoon on a winch or is this on an electronic pulley system? How is it? How do they recall it?
Light or energy or something of that nature.
So
you guys haven't examined it yet.
So it's a machine, is what
Yes.
you're telling me. I also assist. Once I hear Jacoby asking for the thing he's asking for, he like looks back and forth between the computer panel that he's next to, and the thing where the only people that protect him from dying are about to get killed, and he runs over to the friends that protect him from dying. And I'm going to assist also with my machine powers.
Okay.
I hope. Yeah, so I'm going to. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try this. How far away is the skiff?
I'm gonna say it's maybe about 30 yards.
That's way farther than a short range.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I can't do anything until it's at a short range. Yeah, I can activate things earlier. Unless does the pulley have any kind of mechanisms on it to like activate the winch?
No.
I would assume not. Yeah, then I guess I can't help.
You have to trust me.
Okay.
I have tiny arms. What do you want me to do? I trust you, but I'm going to stop the ship from crashing immediately.
Okay. I put him in like a half Nelson and I hover.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay. So you are now hovering up.
But then I would be with the momentum, but I want to hover so it goes and I want to land on the skiff with him.
Oh my. Okay. It's gonna be hard. I just don't know what kind of role this would be. Is this intellect? Because you're controlling it.
He's using an ability. So yeah, it's
But it can also be argued that it's also speed based because you're trying to land on something precisely.
You're right.
Whatever you want, you get to choose.
I'll probably do intellect because why not?
Now, I need to inform you that below you is now a rushing river.
So it's safe.
That
We
you guys-
won't die. That's fine.
Yeah, you're in a canyon, right? And you're flying through the canyon, and you are now flying out of or hovering out of said shit as it whips by, and you are trying to land on something that's probably the size of 2 California kings.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That's spinning.
I just want to note for everyone out there watching this, if you take anything from today's episode, it's when your friend says, "Just trust me," and grabs you by the neck, you just yes and see what happens.
Right.
Exactly. That is how you play RPGs.
I also still have my wrist blade out. So I've got him in a half Nelson and I've got my wrist blade. I'm going to try to maybe prod into it.
Okay. So you're now hovering. Go ahead and give me this check.
You said it's 7?
Yeah? No, we'll say 6. We'll say 6.
God, okay, that sucks.
Dude, I explained the situation.
No, it's true.
Right?
It's true. It makes sense. It just sucks.
Yeah. Is anyone else aiding him in this?
I said I was pulling.
So he's not pulling
Right.
anymore. He's trying to fly out there.
Well,
So-
I'm still pulling.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scout, I want you to give me a might check. If you can pull this hard enough, I'll say you stabilize the platform to stop it from spinning, and this will give him a -1 to the step.
I feel like I would have come and
Okay.
got with Scout on trying to pull the thing.
So you want to give him an asset as well. So he can minus Scout. You can minus this by 1. This is going to be a difficulty 5, which is now brought down by 1 by Nell. Who's helping?
Re-rolling. I have no XP left.
I don't have any XP to give you either.
This isn't difficulty 7.
Oh, I've
passed.
Thank God.
Or no,
Oh,
you
I
didn't
passed?
pass.
No, he passed.
Wait, why does it say difficulty 7 on here?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. You still rolled a 5.
Well, no, I'm spending XP to re-roll it.
I thought you didn't have it.
I did. I'm using my last XP.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Can I give him one of my XPs?
You can spend your
You
XP
can.
on someone else.
Yeah. All right. Use one of mine.
Do it again, Scout.
Hey, you're holding on to this, and just as you're pulling onto it, you're trying to steady this, seeing what's about to happen. Nell runs up, grabs onto it, and the both of you, with all of your might, are able to squeeze onto this thing, pull it in, and you actually stop it slowly at first, and then it stops spinning, giving Jacoby's now a -1.
So, Jacoby, it was a 6. It's a 6, now it's a 5. I'm going to say I'm assisting you because I have no choice. And you have me, and you've leapt out of a fucking airship.
What are you doing to assist?
Here's what I'm doing to assist.
Oh God, here comes the bullshit.
I am going to flare out the myriad of scarves I have to act as a pseudo parachute to slow down the descent. So you just see, whoof, like a Batman parachute just appear. A fabulous rainbow silk parachute. Just
I am giving an XP to both of you.
Yes, you are.
And Denine for letting this happen. Can I do that? I don't know. I
you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're the GM.
There you go.
So it's now a 4. Myth, okay. Don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck this up.
I'm going to use effort to make it a 3.
Your tier, just so you know, Myth, you're tier 2, which means you can spend a max of 2 effort if you want to make it a 2.
That sounds great.
Remember, you also have to do something once you land on it too. I'd like to keep that in.
I'll do that. I can take care of that.
Yeah, we just got to get him there. I will do that. So it's 2 and then 2. So now I'm at an intellect 6. So that's now a 2. I don't know if I need to do anything else. I can. I've got 4 rerolls I can do. Let's do it. Hiya!
Yes.
And there you go. You guys safely land on this skiff.
Fuck.
Now what? While you're out here, you are now being dragged.
So we're floating in the air. And
I'm also going to say that at this point, you're probably about 600 feet and steadily, or not steadily dropping, but fast dropping.
The ship is.
Right. We have to get there, figure out how to get it over to maybe plug up the hole, and then not crash the ship. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to and I guess as we land, I stick the what kind of material is the skiff? Metal?
Yeah.
Would you let me anchor my wrist blade in it?
I'm going to say that because your wrist blade is probably really fine material, I'm going to say that you're able to pierce it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not a mono blade. That has been used. But yeah, I will. Okay, cool. So that's just, I guess that'll be the badass part. Yeah, we flap across. I mean, the whole thing was pretty cool. But I anchor us in, and I'm going to grab a couple of your scarves to hold you up. As
the cashmere ones.
Yeah. The thicker ones. So as soon as we land, I think I know what your plan is, despite you just grabbing me and throwing me out of a damn airship. Because I said, there's nothing I can do from here. And I immediately touched down. Yeah. I immediately reached down, and I'm going to use distant activation, which is I can activate whatever the fuck this contraption is, the winch, I assume, is what I would not know it's called, to activate that. And I'm going to use my coax power. So I'm going to spend another intellect point to make it run at 1 level higher than normal for up to 1 hour. So I'm just going to and try to winch this thing into as quickly as possible into the Numenberg.
So okay. Let me just quick recap for viewers here. We are in a rapidly falling Numenberg, a Numenera blimp. There's a skiff flapping about in the distance with a light cable, and we went through the whole of the ship where these pirates boarded. Deneen and I leapt and landed, and now Deneen is doing a distant activation to try to retract the winch while this blimp is free falling through a canyon with a river below.
Yep. Welcome to Numenera.
Yeah.
So what happens, Bob?
You're gonna roll me. Fuck, I don't know. You're gonna roll me an intellect, okay. I guess.
Oh yeah.
What's the difficulty?
We're gonna say difficulty 5.
Okay.
But with all of the things that you have knocked down, I'd say it's probably. I'm assuming you're getting an asset somewhere here.
Yeah,
Or-
I'll throw an asset for my coaxing power. We'll give that an asset, right? And then I will spend intellect to give myself a 1 effort, and that'll make that down to a 3, and we'll hope for the best. And we'll re-roll.
Perfect.
Now what happens?
Nice.
I spent that XP.
The major effect.
Yeah.
What happens?
Cool. All right, it's cool. So it's a major effect, and I can free ball this thing. So I am being held by my cashmere scarves. I reach out. I see the pulley system. Yeah. I'm a floating parrot of colors. I reach out. I activate the thing, and you hear this like, and it like super speeds in, and you see this skiff sort of going. And at the last second before it's about to connect, you can see like Scout and Nell like let go of this thing, and it catches because I deactivate it, and the whole thing just sort of goes and slams up into it, and we toss into the hole, so it kind of smashes, abutting the giant hole in there.
Damn right you do, right into Scout and Nell's arms, who catch the both of you. With that being said, okay, so Denise gets caught by Scout, and Nell is kind of sitting there stretching like this, happy, and Jacoby thinks he's about to get caught, and instead just kind of slides right past Nell and slams right into the wall behind it.
No, I don't.
You're taking 2 points of might pool.
Oh, good.
Oh, God damn it. I don't know.
It's like 2 points. It's like 2 points. The camera pans out, and you see the Numenberg come just an inch from the ground, a little more than an inch, but slides and touches the ground, the back part. The whole thing slides. Everyone gets rocked back and left and right. The blinking of the membrane that's holding the air starts to blink out, and then you just everyone hears an audible as the whole thing slides and dust fills everywhere, and everyone just kind of gets up, looks around. All the people look around at you guys and immediately stand up and start cheering. A great cheer for you guys. And at that point, we're going to call it for the night. With the exception of this, out of the small hole that is now above you guys that you can see from the crash, you see on the top of the gully that you guys are in, the canyon that you guys are in, the hooded figure on a mount sitting down, looking down over. They just kind of flap the reins, turn around, and take off.
At this point, I just wanted to do one thing.
Go for it.
I just want to be standing in front of the holding Deneen, and as like the smoke settles and they see the wilderness and that we're in the city, and I was like, so which one of you knows how to survive out here? As I'm looking at the people cheering and clapping.
And that's where the camera will cut.
Oh, man, that was an intense last 5 minutes as well.
That was a good episode.
That was a wacky episode, that's for sure.
It cannot get any more pulp.
I don't know that that's true. So let's go around, do our introductions hear from our cast and crew, and then we'll throw a host somewhere. We'll start with Myth for that crazy ass idea. Myth, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
Hello, my name's Myth. You can follow me on Twitter, where for all of my times I go live over on twitch.tv/mythematic. I almost forgot my name. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that Jacoby finally could prove himself to be a badass. This whole time he's kind of just been like around. He's kind of just been like, oh, yeah, the truth above all else. But like no time has he ever really been a badass. So I'm finally glad that there was that moment that I've been dreaming of him for people to be like, what the hell? He's actually really good at what he's doing. That was badass. I'm super hyped about it. Not many things tickle me in the tabletop RPGs anymore, except for Cypher System, because a lot of the game is really just a collaboration between you and your players and the GM. A lot of it tonight was just us saying yes and to one another until crazy stuff happened, and it was just really, really, really cool. And I that's why I love this game. Thank you so much, and can't wait to see you next week, everybody, as well as you out there. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's jump right over to Frags. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to, my dude?
I ain't nobody, but my name's KW Frags, and I'm here, and we're all friends. And what's up?
And what's up?
Well done. Well
How
done.
you doing?
Perfect. That being said, McLogan, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to, my dude?
Hi.
I love that turn. She did blue steel.
I know. My name is McLoken. I am a person who plays a lot of tabletop RPGs, and so you guys can totally follow my Twitter. I'll tweet out what shows I'm going to be on. I think the next show I'm going to be on is World Tree Burns tomorrow on Encounter Role Plays. I'm playing alone, and so I'm excited about that. And then Friday, they had their first episode, but I was at a wrestling show, so I couldn't participate in the show on Friday. But it's a Rogue Trader Warhammer 40K campaign where is me and Sheepdog, and basically how it's set up is that from the first season in Dark Heresy, there was a character we all hated named Frederick Ward, and he ended up dying on the planet. Or we don't really know how, but he died getting killed by, I think, fake Space Marines. And guess what the name of my character is? Frederick Ward. And so we have a backstory written out about that, and I'm excited. But other than that, follow me on my Twitter at McLoken. And I'll tweet out shows or what shows I'm going to be on if you like what you see here.
Hell yeah, awesome. With that, we'll go over to last, but definitely in this case least. Bob, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to, my dudes?
Plotting ways to kill D-Nice. That's what I've been doing.
Perfect.
We have just started on Dice and Heroes. We have just started a new campaign on Saturday. It is going to be an Underdark campaign, which should be a lot of fun. We're actually pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, other than that, you can find me on Dice and Heroes. And not, you can find me in chat or here on Mondays. Maybe on Sundays coming up soon?
Yes.
Question mark?
Coming up soon. Trademark soon.
Trademarks, yeah.
Speaking of other things coming up, guys, this past weekend and coming up for the future on random Saturdays, we have finally launched our Mutant Year Zero West Marches campaign for subs and patrons. So if you want to be a part of that, either sub here or go check out the Patreon and go to be a patron there. If you are both, you get 2 characters, which is super fun. We had a blast doing that this past Saturday, so definitely check that out. And with that information, we're going to go raid our friend Greg from Tales from the Grim. They are playing, I think they're playing Lady Blackbird. So go check those guys out. They're having a good old time. From all of us to you guys. Bye-bye.